What's up, guys? Uncle Luke here with Luke's Points and Miles. And it is that time of year. Well, I actually may be a couple weeks late with this one, but it's midsummer and so many of you are traveling, more specifically road tripping. And today we're going to be talking about what I think are the 5 best gas cards in the summer of 2024. Now, I believe I have something for everyone on this list, but for this one, we're not going to include any business cards. I know a lot of folks are just not comfortable with business credit, and I want this video to appeal to as wide of an audience as possible. So if you're going to be traveling or road tripping this summer, do me a favor and slap that like button. And if you want to keep up with this channel, which is about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel, consider subscribing. Also, these are in no particular order, and if you use something different, please let us know in the comments. Now, let's get right into this, shall we? First on this list is one of my favorite cards, and it is from a credit union, which I think makes it a little unique. We're talking about the Redstone Federal Credit Union Visa Signature. Let me preface this one with, yes, you do have to join Redstone, but it is way easier than it used to be. It takes just a few minutes online, and you can apply for the card in the same day. The Redstone Visa Signature is a monster cashback card that earns 5% cashback on gas and dining, which that initially gets it on the list, but here's some bonus earnings. The card also earns 3% cashback on groceries, discount stores, wholesale clubs, utilities, phone bills, and streaming services. Yes, I know, that is insane. But it also gets a base 1.5% cashback on everything else. Sounds too good to be true, but it also comes with a $150 bonus. And let's not forget, no foreign transaction fees. To top it off, they also have a 0% intro APR for 6 months on balance transfers, and that doesn't have any fees. Now, this is the part of the video I have to state that your Uncle Luke does not recommend ever carrying a balance on any consumer credit card, but I also acknowledge that life sometimes happens. Now, here's some additional information to offset all that good stuff. 5% earnings are capped. Dining is capped at $7,000 spend yearly, and gas is another $7,000 in spend yearly. I think those are pretty generous amounts though. If you're interested in using the card for the 3% categories, then each one of those categories is also capped at $7,000 yearly. Now, let me deal with this issue or question that always comes up with the Redstone card. The terms and conditions are a little confusing for some people. The cashback is in the form of points. So when I say 5% cashback, the card is actually earning 10 points, and those points are worth half a penny each. So let's keep it simple. I have the card, I've read all the terms, and I've collected a lot of cash back. The percentages are correct. And I think it's a great card for no annual fee. Cashback is great, but some folks are looking for some more upside and versatility. How about the City Custom Cash? The card earns 5 times City Thank You points on your highest spend category per billing cycle. One of the categories is, of course, gas. Now, the strategy here is obviously to only use the card on one category and earn 5 times thank you points. That can be cashed out, or if you hold the City Strata Premier or the old school City Prestige, you will have the ability to transfer your thank you points out to partners. I do want to note, however, that this card does have a $500 spending cap for those earnings each billing cycle. So, in my opinion, it has quite a bit of limitation, especially if you're traveling the entire country and spending a ton on gas. For me, $500 is more than enough for myself and my player too. This card currently has a $200 bonus, which is also 20,000 thank you points. And if you need it, the card comes with a 0% intro APR for 15 months. That's a long time to float your debt. Again, I don't recommend it. I suggest you always pay off your cards each billing cycle. Now, back to the cashback side of things. And remember, you can actually still purchase travel-related things with cash. I know, sounds crazy. How about the 5% cashback with the AAA Travel Advantage card? Now, the 5% back is for gas and EV, and this card also gets 3% cashback at grocery stores, restaurants, travel, and AAA purchases. You will not have any foreign transaction fees with this card, and it currently offers a $100 bonus. So some details. The card does have a cap on the earnings. With the 5% category, you are capped at earning $350 cash back yearly. So that means you can spend up to $7,000 and still be in that 5% cash back range. I do want to mention a couple things. You do not have to be a AAA member to apply for the card, but if you're going to do this much driving, then maybe it's a good idea. Also, a lot of folks have asked about the issuer. The issuer is Community Bank, but now the card is at least administered through Bread Financial. I have the sister card that earns 5% on groceries, and I've not had any problems with the interface or earning rewards. So I would not worry about that. Now, back we go to transferable currencies, and we go down to 3 times with Wells Fargo. Anyone remember the Wells Fargo no annual fee autograph card? Well, it turns out that Wells added transfer partners to their program and made this no annual fee a legit player in the travel game. This card earns 3 times on the following categories: restaurants, travel, transit, streaming, phone plans, and of course, gas. That's a ton of regular spend categories. The card currently offers a 20,000 point bonus, no foreign transaction fees, 0% intro APR for 12 months, and it even comes with travel and purchase protections like cell phone protection. If you're scoring at home, it's one of the few cards that has cell phone protection and also has cell phones as an earning category. This is a very underrated card for those of you that don't want to pay annual fees. So the first 4 cards are no annual fee cards, and there are some great variety there, but we're going to switch gears a little bit for this last one. The Amex Hilton Surpass card earns Hilton Honors points, and it has a $150 annual fee. Let's talk about that. This card has a ton of benefits, so I'm going to try to run through the most important ones as quickly as possible. The card currently has a bonus of 130,000 Hilton Honors points and a free night. That offer does end July 31st, so if you want that free uncapped night, I would act fast. The card earns 12 times at Hilton properties. It earns 6 times on groceries, dining, and of course gas. 4 times on online purchases and 3 times on everything else. The card grants the holder gold status at Hilton, which in my opinion is actually valuable with the food and beverage credits associated with it. The card has a total of $200 in credits at Hilton properties yearly, and you can earn another free night with $15,000 spend in a calendar year. The card is generally regarded as a great keeper card, and it does earn on gas, so I wanted to include it here. I have had the card in the past, and I would recommend it for road trippers that stay at Hilton properties. Guys, if you want more information on credit cards good for gas purchases, check out my super cool card link in the description below. And if you do any retail shopping at all, like school clothes very soon, then please use an online shopping portal. I recommend Rakuten. Rakuten is super easy to use portal that has great earnings on your retail purchases, but with Rakuten, you can opt to earn Amex MR points in lieu of cash back, making them much more valuable, at least in my opinion. Use my link in the description and you can earn $30 cash back or 3,000 MR points on your very first purchase. Do it, it's free money. Guys, that is it for me. If you have stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you and I thank every single one of you.